Hi, welcome back to our talk on manners. I'm John Patrick Hickey, and we've been talking about manners and our social structure. What manners, or the lack of, has affected our social structure. And one of the things I pointed out to you in the last video was that the change that has to happen within our social structure has to come from us. No one, you can't change anybody else, but you can change you. And if you focus on your manners and on the way you treat other people, then you are going to be able to make a difference. But let's talk a little bit more about what that manners is. You see, manners is something that like I said, people hear the word manners and they roll their eyes and think this is, old-fashioned. This is something that you do with your kids, or, it's not important. But you see, manners should be taught to our children. But the thing is that kids aren't going to, those are things that children are not going to learn by us telling them. They have to learn by us showing them. If you can't display good manners, believe me, your children are never going to pick them up. We look at kids today and we are amazed sometimes at the bad behavior that we can see. And it's easy for us to see kids that are rude and nasty, and kids can be extremely cruel. And we say, that they're brats, that, they're raised wrong. The fact is, they're probably mimicking what they see. Fred Astaire, the great, actor and song and dance man, said he felt sorry for the younger generation, that they have to learn manners without having any examples. And that's the way that it seems to work. Where are our young people's examples? Think about this. Now, I want you to take a moment and think about this. Who are people who you can point to and say, that's a person of good manners? This is a person who has good manners. I'm not talking about just the please and thank yous and how they properly eat or holding the door open for someone. Those things are all important. And please, don't get me wrong, I'm not disqualifying those things. Those are important, but those are kind of the outpouring of what true manners are. Those are natural things that just happen with following good manners. But people who are truly kind, people who are truly respectful of other people. See, we live in a society that not only doesn't teach respect for other people. Right now, we're having a problem with people being told that they can't respect other people. That we've gone backwards. We worked very hard to move forward. I grew up in an era of marching for civil rights and believing that all people were created equal. That all of us, no matter what the color of our skin is and where we came from or our social standing, that we all had a right to freedom and the pursuit of happiness, and that we, as a people, as Americans, had great potential to achieve anything we wanted to achieve. And we moved forward in that direction, and then we started going backwards to where all of a sudden everything has changed. That the color of your skin does matter. Matter of fact, it matters so much that you're discriminated against because of the color of your skin. Not just the old discrimination has now stood on its head, and people are kept from the truth. People are kept from being able to really grow and be the best that they can be. There's so many things that are blocking the potential of the people have to become truly good, productive citizens. And this is where manners come in. You see, good manners allows us to work as a team, as to work on an equal basis, all people. That's what respect for all people is all about. It's not that I'm different from you. It's we all have the God-given right to pursue liberty and freedom and the pursuit of happiness. We're not given those things. Those things weren't meant to be just thrown at you. There are things that you have the potential to get. You have the potential to earn. We all have the ability and the potential to succeed on whatever level we want. And good manners helps us to encourage one another to do so and to make way for those who are productive and move forward. You see, those changes, as I go back to the last video, those changes can only happen in you. It all boils down to you. See, it all comes down to the fact that if there is going to be a real difference made, it has to be made by you, in you. In our next video, I want to talk about, or next couple of videos, I'm going to talk about good manners in specific places, where they lack, where you can really apply them, how they should be shown in those places. And we're going to start off talking about good manners in the workplace, which is a challenge sometimes. But for now, for the Growth Center, this is John Patrick Hickey, and I do want to encourage you to pursue your purpose and change your